What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about LTCN, BCHG, HCEN, and ZCSH, the Horizon Grayscale Trust, C-Cash, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin Grayscale Trust. At the request of Andrew D'Angelo and Passport X, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Tonight's video won't be as in-depth as last night's video was, but I do have a request from Captain Jack Sparrow that will give us a little bit more of an in-depth analysis tomorrow for LTCN and BCHG in regards to the timing of when we could expect these highs coming in and stuff like that. When I say these highs, I mean like cycle highs. And we'll go over a few scenarios tomorrow. But for now, we're just going to do a little general update, right? It's the end of the night for me. I'm getting tired. I'm ready to go to bed, man. I got to wake up early tomorrow, unfortunately. So yeah, I'll be trying to wrap this one up quick. $23 is what we're at now for LTCN. Good job, Litecoin Grayscale Trust people. Moving on up, looking good. What did Litecoin do? Did Litecoin move up at all today? I don't think it did. I mean, not that it didn't move up, but not much, right? Yeah, it didn't move up too much. Just goes to show you don't need it to. Breaking out, absolutely, as we've been expecting, right? Looking good. High to a low point here. Up above your 236. Next target, immediate target is 26.36, and inevitably, I do think this is making its way up to $75, $112. That's your next target area. Maybe even beyond that, right? It could go up to 1886 if I remember. That actually no, 2272. That's right, both times. So let's actually say 112 to maybe 242. That could be your next target area. And based off the weekly, both of those line up. The 1618 with this support area, the 2272 kind of in the middle. Yes, I remember. So inevitably, yes, we're getting that breakout move. It's looking good. Not a lot of volume, but the RSI looks fine. You still, you just broke out. I think as you continue to progress, especially above this 382, I think you will see volume come in. So yeah, looking good. Looking good on LTCN. BCHG. BCHG had a little bit of a pullback. Oh no. It's probably because BCH pulled back itself a little bit, right? Let's see. Yesterday, maybe not now. Maybe it's up a little bit. 390. Yeah, it had a little pullback yesterday. And by the time that the Grayscale Trusts closed, let's see. Because this is the beginning of the new day here. The Grayscale Trust closed 4 hours before then, so that's this 20. Yeah, it was at lower points of the day for sure. So anyways, I think you have broken out. I think it's fine to consolidate a little bit around the area that you're breaking out from a high point to a low point if I can get it. You're right at your 382, very common area to find some turbulence. You could pull all the way back down to $10.20. You absolutely could. As I was saying in yesterday's video, right, I don't know if I would buy up here. I'd probably wait for a pullback, but 11.30 now, you probably do. Again, I would say between 10.20, maybe let's say $10 to $10.50, somewhere in there. Fill this gap and then move on up. Your next target area would be 1555 to 1685, but inevitably you guys know where this thing's going. It's going back to its all-time high area, $32, $47, and absolutely it could move beyond that. It really could. But this is your next target area that I would have at a minimum. So looking good, looking fine. Probably pulls back a little bit, and that's okay. Yeah. I think so. And when I say a little bit, I very much mean a little bit. It'll be brief too. It won't be long-lived. And I'm sure a lot of you will be buying or scrounging, what you can to buy. So there might be some front running with that. It might not go to those target areas. Just because they're target areas doesn't mean that they will be hit. You guys watching this, me doing the analysis, we're not the only ones who are aware of those target areas, so it could very well get front run. And I'm kind of anticipating that, right? I'm kind of anticipating that you might not move down to the expected areas. You might not fill that gap. It would make sense from a technical perspective, but I think because it would make sense, that might be the very reason why you make an attempt down there, but you just can't quite get down there because there's buying pressure. So if I was looking to buy some BCHG, I would either buy here or I would buy, slightly lower. But if I'm calling for a price to like $10 to $10.50, I'd probably buy in the upper areas. I'd buy like $10.50 or even higher, right? So a little bit lower than the current price, but not by much. I wouldn't try to catch the absolute low because I have a funny feeling it will get front ran, but who knows? Maybe it plays out perfectly. Maybe you go exactly to 10.20, but isn't it better to just get in? Like, does 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, does that matter when we're talking about price targets that could literally be going up past 60 bucks, 70 bucks, and you're at 11.30 right now, you know? So BCHG, HZen, Grayscale Horizon Trust here. Also looking great, nice. Looking good on your weekly, looking good on your daily, nice. You're looking like you want to break out. I wouldn't say you have yet. Relatively here, yes, you have a little bit, but high to low. Broke out of your 382, nice. Your next target area would be 672 to 730, and then inevitably $14 to $21. Let's look at Zen itself, see how it's doing. It's been a second. Chilling, whatever. moving down, and HZen's moving up. Classic. Yeah. Oh, that's on the 1 hour. Okay. My bad. Still, yeah. Okay. It's been moving up. Okay. My bad. That's a better look. Bearish divergence. Double bearish divergence actually. Relatively strong looking RSI though. I do like that. So you could move down. You might see HZen move down too, but Zen might move down to like 10 bucks. You're at 10.74. So you could see HZen pull back maybe to its 382 at like 5 bucks, 5.12. You're at 5.72 now, but I think yeah, inevitably you're moving higher. This daily RSI looks good. So I think if you move down, not by much, you'll probably hold that 382. If you go below it, it's okay. You'll go just a little bit below it, but I doubt you do. But if you do, it's okay. You could fill that gap too, right? You have a little gap right here. Right there down all the way at like 497. So maybe that's what you do. You interact with this green line, this 123, find support down there, whatever, and then move up. But I do think you're moving up. I wouldn't say officially that you've broken this downtrend yet, but you're very close to doing so. You're very, very close to doing so. Once you get up to this area, you absolutely have broken out of it. So I don't think it'll be a straight shot up like this. It could be. It's possible. The reason I think that it could be is because this does look somewhat like a bull flag, right? In which case maybe you do just make a straight shot up to that $14 to $21 area. But don't be surprised if you find turbulence along the way, right, if it takes its time getting up there. But yeah, moving on up. And as far as much past 21.35 goes, I'm not confident in calling that yet. Maybe 45 is a target at the 2272, but I'm not confident in calling that yet. So let's just keep ourselves grounded in this expected area for now. You're at 572, so 21.35. I think for that being your next move up, I think that's okay. And if it's more than that, cool, great, perfect, love to see it. ZCSH, and if it's less than that, $14 is the minimum target. You're still probably going to get like a 3x on HZen from the current price. ZCSH kind of looks like HZen, not breaking out, but very close to breaking out. I wouldn't classify it as breaking out just yet. Relative to its consolidation phase, sure, breaking above the 123 moving average is nice. The daily RSI looks very good as well. From a high point to a low point, broke above your 382. Next target area is 642 to $7 itself. Let's look at Zcash itself. ZEC. Moving up. You're looking good, Zcash. You're looking good, bro. Looking real good. You probably move up a little bit more. I bet you do move up a little bit more. You find resistance in this area that you've been finding resistance, right? Move up a little bit more, and you probably consolidate, and then you break out. So it might not be this week or next week. In any case, I think Zcash could move up in that same amount of time. It could move up to 642 to $7. But wherever it goes, whether it's a little bit higher, whether it's all the way up here like I'm expecting, I do think you'll find turbulence, and then you'll continue to proceed higher. I do think ZCSH on the Grayscale Trust wants to go to $14 to $21 as well. Wow. Twins. Hey, very much so. And let's see if that lines up with this all-time high. Come on, all-time high to all-time. Maybe not the all-time low, but that low. 1272 right in the golden ratio zone, 1618 in the 786886 zone. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Probably more of an emphasis on the $14 area would make sense to me. $14 to $17, but time will tell. They all look good. They all look like they found their low and they're moving up. Don't be surprised, right? Don't be thrown off. Don't be sad if you find some turbulence along the way. But most of them, I would say, at least Zcash and HZen, I think they do want to move up relatively immediately. A little bit more. So that's all I got to say, guys. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and look forward to tomorrow's video where I will do a more kind of in-depth analysis on the timing on when we could see the potential highs for BCHG and LTCN, comparing it to Bitcoin, the cycle highs, and the underlying assets as well. So anyways, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.